We are getting some rest. It is noon. Let's see if we can figure out how we're supposed to go around. I think we go around to the left and circle that way to fill up and then pull out again. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see if we can get on out of here. Nothing coming that way, nothing coming that way. Don't figure there ever would be, but let's just make sure. We have seen trucks pulling. We have seen trucks driving through these truck stops before. All right, we need to get around here to where the fuel island is. See, just like that, that truck, that's logger over here. This is what you'd see whenever those, if we had really pulled up here at that time of night, there'd be trucks parked every little space you can possibly imagine. There'd be trucks parked in it. And I think we're going in the wrong direction again. I'm almost positive we're going in the wrong direction again, but that's alright. Okay, see those arrows up yonder? Alright. Stop our engine. Let's fuel up with gas. Alright, we only put 12 gallons in it. $29. Alright. Didn't need to do it, but it's always nice to make sure we're topped off. I mean, we're here. We might as well check it while we're here, right? Yep, like you see right there, the scale sign. We should have came into the stuff that way. Route. But there really wasn't no way of getting there.
Route. Recalculating.
You know, we'd have to be like out here in the road to be able to pull in that way. All right, folks. One of these days, we're going to hit that truck stop and do it the right way.
Right.
And when we do, I'll just retire.
Turn right.
Because there won't be anything, any greater glory for me to do than to use that truck stop in the correct way. All right, y'all going to pull on forward? Or y'all got a turn signal. It looks like there's a turn signal one way or the other. Yep, see, now their light's turning green, so. And now we need to be over there in that lane. Glad I saw that little Mustang in my bottom mirror down there. Or that could have been ugly again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Road work again? All right. We haven't seen a real full-blown random event like this in a while. We've seen a few little cars and police officers pulling people over and that kind of stuff, but we hadn't seen one of these full-blown ones like this with like the traffic light and the road work where you actually where it actually inconveniences you. Oh, brake check. Oh my God. Tell you what, let's stay well back away from these jokers. Look at them up there brake checking each other. Oh, that was almost ugly. That was almost ugly. I almost drove over the top of that little Mustang. And then convertible, that wouldn't have been pretty. That wouldn't have been pretty at all, boys and girls. All right, let's wait for the incoming traffic, and I'm going to lower my window too. Let's see if we can hear the jackhammers and stuff like that running. Now, the real sting like this, when they really close down the road and get one lane, there's a little pilot car. There'd be like a truck, that big sign on the back says, "Follow me." And it leads you back and forth. I've seen them do that over here near my house. Not always, but usually there's a pilot truck. Especially if it's a time where there's traffic going both ways. I guess these people, they just ain't got the budget. Or they got more faith in us than they probably should in a cog binder. All right, let's keep our window down. Let's listen to it as we go by. All right, we ain't hearing work noises like we used to. That shows you where that realistic sound mod comes in handy, you know? That realistic sound mod does that. We've gone by and if I had it installed, because remember I got almost all my mods out because of that crash I had in Boise. We'd had it in there, you'd have heard jackhammers going and all sorts of stuff. That will
Keep
be one of the
left,
ones that I put
then
in.
go straight ahead.
Oh, here comes a train. That will be one of the ones that I put back in soon whenever we get all this cruising Idaho thing out of the way. After we make our next 4 or 5 deliveries. Alright, we got a 4-way stop here. Those guys were up ahead of us, so they're supposed to go first. It doesn't look like they quite know how the hell this works, though, so I'll go on ahead and let them... Oh, they're just parked. Looks like I don't know how parking works. Okay, hopefully we're out of our towns. Although we gotta now enter in Blaine County. Hopefully we're out of towns. Not gonna have any more detours and road work and all that kind of stuff.
In 200 yards, turn right.
And we can get on up there towards Salmon.
Turn right.
Now one thing I do know is it's going to be a bunch of windy roads. We saw that. And when we set that thing and said, well, let's go this way to get up there, it was a whole bunch of windy roads instead of taking the main freeway thing. But maybe we'll see some interesting stuff along the way too. Nothing else for more farmland and things. Maybe see some more potato farms. Like these here, I bet these are all potatoes and stuff. You get to see some nice hills too. I know I talk about the scenery and stuff like that a lot, but I do enjoy it. We've talked about it with the Lord of the Rings, and I've talked about talking about it with the Lord of the Rings, you know, where it's like, got all this pretty stuff. And they put in so much work. It's nice to show it off and let them say, look what we did. It's why I like the new ones you saw there, the little camera things, the little scenic views, like that potato farm and Sand Point and the bridge and that rest area. Oh, I saw that trailer back there rocking.
200 yards, turn left.
Now entering Corray. Yep, I think this is another little scenic town. It looked like it said its name was Corray.
Turn left.
Alright, let's stop here. And once we get back on the road, I will roll my window back up. But man, that new motor's loud. There we go. we're speeding. Let's slow it down. Especially we don't want to be speeding during no school zone. Let's not do that. Mountain View Drive, and what a view of the mountains it is. Now see that? Okay, that's a fire truck sign. See, there's fire truck signs out here too, so that's good to know. Got the fire station there. I wonder if it ever lights up and pulls out. I like the irrigation sprinklers there. Yeah, this is nice. This looks like going out toward where my parents live, where I grew up. Same kind of stuff. Well, back then it was. Nowadays it's all been, most of the fields have been turned, most of the fields and the trees and everything have been turned into subdivisions and stuff. But back then it was all fields and trees. Your neighbors were a ways away. I didn't have that whole thing where it said, "Oh, get used to all these road snakes and all this wiggling back and forth here." Yeah, you see the pictures of like stuff like Stranger Things, where you got the kids riding the bicycle. They say, you know, you could always tell.
Keep left.
We should have grabbed that one, but we'll get it. I mean, there ain't no point in us getting everything, you know? Craters of the Moon. Ooh. Craters of the Moon entrance. I bet that's what that was. Oh, darn it. We'll catch it. Maybe we'll get it on the way back, you know? Slow it down, G-Bub. Slow it down. We don't want to be one of those probes that crash into it. But yeah, we gotta have something. We'll catch it on the way back. We'll catch it another time. You know, we can't cover everything up here in Idaho on our visit up here while we're doing the events and all that. There's got to be a reason to come back and do it. Got to be a reason to come back and visit again. Just like I know there's an achievement for doing potato deliveries. I think you got to hit all the different potato farms. Now, is this one unregulated? Oh, a stop sign that way, a stop sign for that truck. So, you see, this isn't unregulated. It's like, so why you put that damn sign there? Like, why do I have to have that sign? Yes, I am paranoid as heck whenever I see a intersection like that coming up now. Didn't even know those things existed. Now I think every single one of them is one of them. Excuse me. The Big Lost River. Well, number one, it ain't that big, and number two, it's right there. Y'all lost it? Well, it's right there. I found it for you. Ooh, horsey. Horsey. Hey, horsey. You walk a little like a giraffe, but that's okay. You walk a little weird, but that's all right. It's still animated a hell of a lot better than I could have done. Got another little scenic town here, like Eros or something like that. Didn't quite catch the name. But another scenery town. And another heck of a curve up here. Yep, and we're speeding. Let's drop it on down. We don't want to be speeding around this corner anyhow. Oh, I like the little
Keep
motel sign.
right, then go straight ahead.
You know something I ain't seen? I ain't seen a Ray's Burgers. Remember the one that they use in place of McDonald's? I ain't seen one of those in a while.
Keep left, then turn left.
I know they gotta have Mickey D's up here. Mickey D's is
Turn
everywhere.
left.
I ate a Mickey D's. I had a Whopper. Not a Whopper. I had a Big Mac. I had a Big Mac in freaking Paris. So I know that they got Mickey D's up here. Wonder why I ain't seen them. Maybe we just ain't been in that part of town.
Keep right.
I do like the scenery. This is stuff I ain't, kind of stuff I ain't never seen. Look at the irrigation thing out there actually sprinkling, actually watering everything. Isn't that cool? We said Idaho has just about a little bit of everything. It's got some almost desert stuff, and then it's got all those trees and the logging, and then it's got all the farm fields, and now we're getting up into the mountains. So a wide range of scenery you can run into. Welcome to McKay. Let's slow it down before we run into a cop somewhere. We've seen a few of them. Yep, see there's one sitting right over there, that general store. Historical site. We'll have to pull up there and read that sign sometime too. Kind of thing you can't really do in my truck today, but good googly moogly, look at all the road construction. Here I was talking about how we hadn't had any of the big road events, random events like this, and now we've run into two of them. Okay, this is one way of them saying we encourage you to take the main freeway where you won't see this kind of road work being done. And we caught up with that Mustang that looks just like, oh no, gonna say it looked just like the Mustang. That other Mustang was a convertible. And it was behind like a trash truck or a cement mixer. It wasn't behind a tanker like that. Don't be brake checking me. Get your butt on up the road. Have y'all seen any cows? I've seen lots and lots of horses, but I don't know if I've ever seen a cow. Y'all remind me if we have. And if y'all see one, shout out. Because I'm not able to do a whole... Well, as long as I got all these Mustangs brake checking me like this, because they seem to be the favorite thing for a Mustang driver to be doing. While they're doing all that, I need to pay attention to what they're doing ahead of me. Another historical site. What's up with all these historical sites? Long climb going on here. As everything else, what goes up must come down. So now we're going to have a Long downhill this way too. Let's remember to use our Jake brake mostly, so we don't heat up and overheat our regular brakes. Don't want to burn them out. Like I said, I do not really want to find out whether these emergency ramps really do the job or not. Not on this trip. We'll do science later. We'll science it all out later. For right now, I want to make sure we finish up, get this trip done, so we can then, get this cruising Idaho event out of the way. Keep our eye out for falling rocks. Also keep our eye out for why are we doing 50 miles an hour through this place. Alright, 40 ain't too bad through here. I think we can do. He says, and then looks at this almost right hand turn up here. Try and keep it in our lane. Alright, we're out of that little stretch. Woo! It's bad enough, them little curvy roads, but I don't know which one I prefer. Don't know which one I hate more. When we were in the place where you had all the trees and the logging going on, and if you missed the curve, you just rolled it down into Death Valley. Salmon River, so we must be getting close to Salmon. Where if you miss that turn, you just go rolling down into that long, deep valley and end up down there in the river. Or do I prefer the ones like that, where if you miss the turn, you slam head first into a big granite wall? Which one's better? Which way do you prefer to die? Oh, looks like another little scenery town here. Had a different name on the sign back there. It's definitely not Salmon. But this one will actually let you fuel up. It'll actually let you get a little gasoline.
Then go straight ahead.
Alright, we're going to see if we can make it to Salmon and get this puppy parked in this episode. We got 7 more minutes before it's the 30-minute mark. And that's not a hard and fast rule, but I like keeping these between 20 and 30. Back on Salmon River again. Now I don't know when I'm gonna get this one up, because I'm still wanting to record and get up that Gnarlo today. Need to get that done. And we're back into in between all these buttes and rock slides and everything again. So we know we ain't gonna miss it. If we don't come back up into this part, we ain't gonna miss it too much. Take a look right here for a second. Yep, we're about halfway up our sleep again, so I hope there's a place to sleep up there in Salmon. The dangers of the job is trying to drive, trying to look at your keyboard and see what button you need to push, and pushing the F3 key to pop that little thing up and off the map, all at the same time that you're snaking through these little passes in between the little granite walls. It's a good thing, as we've said before, that I'm Granny Cogbinder, Mama Cogbinder. Oh my God. I just called her Granny. Oh. So, it's going to do one of two things. It's either going to insult her, or I'll get a phone call wanting to know if there's something I haven't told her. I just used the wrong word there, Mama. That's all. You're not going to be a granny. Well, not from me anyway. Not that I'm aware of. It's Ellis? Is that what it said? We entering another little scenery town? They like their scenery towns up here. It's actually starting to get late enough I might need to turn my lights on. Let's turn the bright one off though. And Lord, if that wasn't messing with me either. Playing around with my lights and look up, see a big old curve and my trailer leaning. Once again, look over there. Look at what we're driving through and look at that 65 speed limit over there. Uh-huh. That is one thing I'm going to science out too. I'm going to put, right now I've got all the realism sliders all the way to the left, which makes everything as realistic as you can get it. One day I'm going to slide them all to the right. Put it in like pure arcade mode and we're just going to fly down these roads. We're going to do these roads at like 65 and 70 miles an hour and see if it's even possible to roll it whenever you're at that speed. Salmon discovered. Boy, that was a long trip. That was a very long drive. All right,
Keep
Salmon.
right, then go straight ahead.
I see a gas station up here. I'm seeing a fuel station. I'm seeing what looks like a sleeping spot. Yep, that off to the right there. We should be able to sleep and rest there. So that's good, because we're going to need both of them. In the meantime, let's find out where we got to drop this sucker.
Keep right, then go straight ahead.
Up school crossing. Let's make sure we don't go speeding through a school crossing. Oh, just made it. Just made it. And it's straight into the food center. Oh, Lord, is that a Walbert's? That's a funky Walbert's. That is a funky Walbert's. This one we're entering from the back here instead of up there at the front. I hadn't seen this particular layout. Don't remember it anyhow. Alright, where y'all want us to park this thing? 40-pointer, huh? Alright, well, y'all seen before. I quite often have worse trouble with the 40-pointers than I do with the 90s. And we have been to one like this before. It was just, I think it was nighttime and I didn't recognize it as a Walbert's. As I remember circling around the back here, parking, there'll be like a loading dock kind of thing, won't there, that they want it parked right up next to. Yep, that's it. And let's not hang it, because last time when we did this, we hung it on the side there. Hung it on the side of the building when we were coming around. Let's go like this. Let's swing it Nice and sharp. Let's try not to run into that Walbert trailer. Shouldn't be as big a deal as I'm trying to make it here because we got that little shorty. Got that little short trailer. I forgot where we're hauling the little tiny one. And as you see there, we will definitely need to sleep when this is over with. Alright, let's straighten her up that way a little. Let's follow it on back. Let's slow it down a little. Excuse me again. Whoop, wrong way. Let's go this way. Keep it slow, keep it slow, keep it slow. We ain't trying to set no speed records here. Yep, see there? I got it all discombobulated. There we go. Got it all discombobulated. Trying to whoop it on in here. Let's get out. Let's take a look. Yeah, I could have parked that in a little better, but it counts. So let's go ahead and drop the legs on it. How far did we travel? Excellent. We went 257 miles in 23 hours and 15 minutes. 44 gallons of gas consumed. That's 27 World of Truck contracts. We made $4,600 and 456 experience points. So we are right about halfway through level 12 now. Alrighty. We got a bunch more upgrades available. We'll take a look at them. And we got 4 more deliveries that need to be done. 4 more! And we'll have to take a look at where and who and all that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the job market. Let's take a look just to see what we might get our hands on that we can cancel, you know, whenever we don't get around to doing it. We got some going to Boise. Well, we've done Salmon and Boise, so that don't help us. We've done Coeur d'Alene. Give us a city we ain't been to yet. I think we've been to Grangeville. I think we made an actual delivery in Grangeville. We'll have to take a look at our films. Pocatello? We ain't been to Pocatello yet. What all we got going to Pocatello? This one, we got a fragile cargo. 13 hours, 18 hours. It's always good to give us one, give us plenty of time. I don't want to do no doolies. Still not wanting to do no dually trailers. Twin Falls. Yep, I think we're going to take one of the ones in Pocatello there. All the way back. Alrighty. So we got a fragile cargo, 18 hours and 4 minutes. And I think that's going to be the best one that's not hauling a double trailer. Alright, we're going to take this one. Whoa, and we're hauling cars. I've been wanting to do cars. I've been wanting to do cars for a while, and we're going to take it to, we're going to take it to the freight yard. We're going to train yard. That could be a pain. Their 90-pointer, they ain't joking around with. It's a real honest-to-God 90-pointer. All right, there you go, folks. 8:45 p.m. on a Wednesday. We're going to have to go have to take us a nap and see about topping off the tanks again before we go and get out of town, because that is a long drive back. Yep, you see there, we're just about to sleep. We got plenty of fuel, but we're just about to sleep. So let's take a look on our map and see where we're going to go pick this up at. And is there anything up this way that we might want to... Nope, no question marks or nothing. So we're going to go to Drake Car Dealers to pick up the load. So we're going to go out of here. We will hit the rest spot here. We'll sleep first, and then we'll hit Drake's. And then it's all the way back down that windy road. And I was thinking we might go a different way to get there, but I ain't going to haul cars all the way across that little thingy. I'm not thinking we're going to do that. So we need to go Pocatello since we need to go over here anyway. I'm thinking it's going to send us down this way and through Idaho Falls to get there. Oh, we still got Logan. We ain't hit Logan yet. We ain't taken anything to or from Nampa yet. Don't think. Oh, well, Logan's not one of ours. That's one of the ones down here in Utah, ain't it? Alrighty, folks. Well, I think that's what we're going to do. We've seen what it is. So we will see y'all then. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. Hope that was kind of entertaining. And as always, thank you for coming with me.